I know that a lot of Nigerians are not comfortable with the way things are going, but then there are still some people, somehow, they have given their life and they are ready to face the risk. These are the military personnel, particularly from the southern part of Nigeria. Yes, we know they have a lot of northerners that are in the military, but well, plus or minus, many of them in the northern part of Nigeria that are part of the military, either they do not have certificate. That doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have a life, as the northerner is also a human being. But all of a sudden, there is this story out there that the people from the south are the ones that are most of the time pushed down to Boko Haram, as that is the major issue that we have in Nigeria, apart from when troops are sent outside of Nigeria to kind of help in some peacekeeping and all of that. But the major issue, the threat that we have in Nigeria right now is ISWAP and Boko Haram. Those are the major threats that the Nigerian soldiers are actually facing. And like I said, the Southerners are the ones that go right there to face this. That is the videos that I've seen. When you see them speak, you know that these are Southerners. That does not necessarily mean, like I said before, that you will not find people from the northern part of Nigeria. But from what I've seen, there are majority of the Southerners that are going right there and they are facing this. Now, there is a write-up that has been attributed to Emir Sanusi Lamido. Sanusi, he was the former governor to Central Bank, former governor of Central Bank, and is right now the Emir in Kano, and is facing a lot of issues with his own governor too. But then, like some people said, they said, when he was there, what did he do? What people need to understand is that vice president and the central governor of central bank cannot speak. They have less authority and power. It is that they hold on to their integrity and bow out. But if they have to be part of the game, they have to do what they need to do. They have to keep quiet and do the biddings of the president, as the kind of system we run is not a very nice one, where power is given so much to the center and it is not a proper devolution of power, where every quarters can at least be able to do what they need to do. Emir Sanusi Lamido said a soldier's salary is 49,000 naira. That is why I said, let us look at some people that have given their lives and they are ready to serve the nation this way. While we are sitting at the comfort of our homes, there are some people that are out there facing the terrorists right now. I mean, right now that you're sitting down or probably listening to me and you feel like, okay, I do not have constant electricity, I do not have this, or probably you have it better wherever you are in Nigeria or outside in diaspora. There are people right there in that bush, in that very hot, right now is Amatan in that condition, and they are shooting and fighting. And one would have said, why do you even join the military? That's the mystery of life. Why would you join the soldier when you know that they don't treat them fine? Why would you ever want to be a soldier? That is the mystery of life. Now, I said a soldier earns 49,000 naira. Some of them, no accommodation. They rent a house outside of the barracks, no risk allowance. Instead, they sleep inside bush, fight to defend the nation. Where is the change? Change should start with the National Assembly first. A senator earns 36 million naira monthly. 36 million naira monthly. On a good day, we should be earning money enough, comfortably enough, at least to take care of their families if anything happens to them. Is he a military personnel? Now, a senator earns 36 million naira monthly. If this is divided into two, 18 million naira, the second half, which is 18 million naira, can be used to employ 200 Nigerians. I'm not talking about the money that they earn monthly. If we divide it into two, that can be used to employ 200 Nigerians. Each of them will be earning 90,000 naira monthly. Now we are talking about minimum wage of 30,000 naira. Some states say we are going to, like Lagos State say we are going to pay 35, 40, thereabout. We are talking of 90,000 naira monthly. When you multiply 200 people with the number of senators, let's say 1109, this will give you 21,800 Nigerians gainfully employed. In short, 200 Nigerians will be able to live a comfortable life on half a senator's monthly salary. I'm talking of the 18 million naira. 200 Nigerians will be able to live at least, let's say for a start, 90,000 naira. For a start, not because that's enough, but let's say you are a bachelor and you just want to start life at the beginning of your, you just graduate, or you just find a good job somehow, 90,000 naira for a start. Without wife and children, 90,000 naira. 200 people, half of the salary of a senator, 18 million naira, will be gainfully employed and begin life. That is just what it is. Now, a member of the House of Representatives, the Green Room, receives a salary of 25 million naira monthly. The senators receive more, 36 million naira monthly. That is just what it is. If the salary is divided into two, we have 12,500,000 naira. The other half, which is the sum of 12,500,000, that's 12,500,000 naira, will be enough to employ 135 Nigerians with a monthly salary of 92,500 naira. Nigeria has 360 members of the House of Representatives. Let's just look at the figure that way. 360. Half of their salaries can employ 48,600 Nigerians who can live comfortably, at least as a bachelor. So, Buhari's administration can employ 70,400 Nigerians with monthly salaries ranging from 90,000 to 92,500 accordingly, at least for a start in Nigeria. Now, what about some excesses and some slush funds that goes in here and there? This is just by dividing the salaries of senators and members of House of Rep alone. Half of their present salary is more than enough for them. In fact, let's say constituency allowance and the rest of those stories, 18 million is too much for a senator. Is that not the reason why it's a do or die affair? Is that not the reason why they act as if they are ready to save the nation by force, save the people by force? That is why they build edifices, build very large structures and own exotic cars, almost 20, 30, 40, because of what they get, apart from the bribes. So this is just by dividing the salaries of senators and members of the House of Rep alone. Half of their present salary is more than enough for them in a country where majority of Nigerians live on less, as they oftentimes say. They say less than $1 a day. Maybe not necessarily, but then we have to look at the lowest of the citizens. Not because necessarily like they say that Nigerians live less than $1, 360 something per day and all of that. It depends on, of course, we have to consider the cost of living too. If you live like in a village somewhere, maybe in a town where things are not that expensive, you don't expect to spend $300 or $200 or even $10 a day, because the cost of what you're buying also has to be looked into. Of course, we hear, IMF, and they come up with all of these statistics sometimes without also checking the cost of living. Even in Europe, the cost of living is not the same. In America, the States, the cost of living is not the same. But aside all of that, we have to look downwards and see the people that are much more downtrodden for one reason or the other. This is a country where government does not assist people. There's no social assistance. It's not just there. It is compulsory that all students should receive bursary. Yeah, maybe some states give bursary, but it should be an open thing. It's not about I have to go and register this and that. It should be, if you're a student, that is what it is. Once you enroll as a student, you are automatically granted bursary, an allowance or something. When you are giving birth to, you are supposed to earn money as a baby. Where's the money? No social assistance. If you have terminal diseases and sickness, no state will take care of you. Cancer, that, and some other terminal diseases, no state will take care of you. They will never sponsor your health. That is the reason why everyone needs to wake up. Take these people by the jugular vein. But unfortunately, because some few people have been given a soft pad, a soft landing, they've been given some bag of rice, because some people have been given some jobs. They say, oh, at least they gave me the job, my son job. So at least, and everyone is quiet. So these are issues here and there. There is no equality in all of these things. And this is where the problem lies. Everyone for themselves. If people stand with one voice and realize that majority are not having it good, I think we'll move forward to a better place in Nigeria. But nevertheless, as a lot of people are already clamoring for a break, I think that's a very big step. If we can push more about this, break the nation apart, so we can face the criminals that are in our region. Do not ever believe that we don't have criminals in our region. We have them, looters, they are all politicians, they are there. And oppression lies at the door of every typical Nigerians. Every opportunity they have, some of them might want to oppress. Like I do say, we don't have the exceptional Nigerian. So that is just what it is. This is a terrible thing that a lot of us do, but yet we just look at it and say, well, that's just what it is. So I'm not just going to look at this man, that is this as we attributed to, that's Emir Sanusi Lamido. I'm not just going to look at him and say, okay, he's saying the truth to them here and there. Yes, he might have gotten to that position, but there's a little that he can do. He's not the president, and maybe if he was the president, he would have done worse. But when you look at everything, there was a time he was also, you see, the rot in Nigeria is so deep. It is even amongst the clerics. The rot in Nigeria is so deep that he went on TED Talk. I'm talking of this man, Emir Sanusi Lamido. He went on TED Talk and he spoke about a particular popular pastor, a church. And there is no big deal about mentioning what the church, who the church is, and what this church is and the name. It is RCCG. He claimed that this church somehow found a way of covering a man that has stolen so much money from people. The man heads a bank. And somehow they were able to use the money of the people to trade, to do one or two things. And at the end of the day, some things happened and he wanted to probe this. They said they sent this case to the court. But miraculously, if I might use the word, because that's what the church is going to say, miraculously, they found a way of making one or two calls. And this man was somehow set free in a way and wasn't allowed to be prosecuted. Now, that is because sometimes, if we look at this one way or the other, they might say, you know what, the Hausa Fulani Muslims that did this and that, they covered for this person. Why is it going to be someone from the south that is a Christian that is going to be prosecuted? No. So these are the reasons why we have a lot of issues in Nigeria. That is why I say first, Nigeria needs to break so that we can cut away. Oh, he's from the north, he's from the south, he's from the middle belt, he's south. So we can cut all of these things out and focus on ourselves as people and say, now, this is an Igbo man. This is a Biafran. This is a Yoruba. This is an Anago. This is a Dudua. Whatever name, whatever it is, this is what it is. Then, if you now want to play, religious bigotry or religious politics or whatever, then we will see what it is at that time. So these are issues. The money is just too much. Just check out how much the president has allocated for himself. Somebody say, Nigeria is a great country. What do you mean? That the president should not have this amount of money? What about you? Nigeria is a great country. You know the person that made the country Nigeria and supposed to make it great? What have you heard? What are you gaining? Why are you a citizen? That's the point. So guys, that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.